In the town of Willowbrook, where the air smelled like fresh muffins and gardenias, lived a group of older residents who called themselves the Silver Spoon Club. The name had nothing to do with wealth. In fact, it came from a tea party 5 years ago when Edna Peterson accidentally flung a silver spoon across the room while trying to stir honey into her chamomile. The spoon hit Bernie, her neighbor, right in the forehead. Instead of suing, Bernie laughed so hard he fell off his chair, and so a friendship, and a club, was born. The Silver Spoon Club consisted of 5 members. Edna, 71, leader of the club and undefeated Scrabble champion. Bernie, 74, former mailman and conspiracy theorist in training. Margot, 68, retired hairdresser with flaming red curls and a laugh that could wake the dead. Stanley, 73, known for fixing anything with duct tape, including relationships. Gloria, 70, former drama teacher who still dressed like every day was opening night. Every Wednesday, they met at the Willowbrook Retirement Village Community Hall, mostly to play cards, complain about the cafeteria's meatloaf, and swap gossip about who was dating whom, even though nobody was. But one Wednesday, everything changed. Blank. Blank. Chapter 1. The Mystery Letter. It started when Bernie waddled into the room holding a yellow envelope, waving it like a winning lottery ticket. "It's a letter," he shouted. "We can see that, dear," Edna said. "You're holding it like it's from the Queen." Bernie's eyes sparkled. "It's anonymous. It was taped to my door this morning." Margot squinted. "What does it say?" Bernie cleared his throat and read aloud. "To the Silver Spoon Club. You've been chosen for a challenge. Complete 3 tasks before Friday and win a surprise. First task. Bake something that makes people smile. Yours mysteriously, the Phantom of Willowbrook." There was a stunned silence. Then Gloria clapped. "Finally, some drama. Blank. Blank. Chapter 2. Baking for Smiles. "I vote cookies," Edna said. "I vote banana bread," said Stanley. "I vote we make nothing and just nap," said Bernie. In the end, they compromised. Stanley would bake banana bread. Edna would make oatmeal raisin cookies. And Gloria would supervise while wearing a feather boa. By Thursday morning, the community dining room was filled with the smell of cinnamon and mischief. They set out trays of treats with a sign, "Free. Taste happiness." As residents wandered by, sniffed, sampled, and smiled, Gloria theatrically whispered, "Operation Baked Joy is a success." Even cranky old Mr. Delaney, who hadn't smiled since 1972, ate a cookie and said, "Well, it's not terrible." Which, in Mr. Delaney terms, meant delicious. That evening, Bernie found another letter under his door. "Well done, Silver Spooners. Task 2. Do something unexpected. Surprise someone who needs it. Blank. Blank. Chapter 3. The Great Flamingo Incident. Unexpected? Margot repeated the next morning. "Well, I did dye my dog's tail pink last summer." "That's expected of you," Stanley said. They brainstormed for hours. Finally, Gloria slapped the table. "I've got it. We decorate Delaney's garden with plastic flamingos." "Why him?" asked Bernie. "Because he needs joy," said Edna. "And also because he just planted 50 tulips and takes himself too seriously." So that night, under the cover of darkness and bad knees, they crept across the lawn like aging ninjas. Each carried at least 2 plastic flamingos, borrowed from Margot's questionable lawn ornament collection. They planted them among the tulips. arranged like a tiny pink parade. Gloria even tied a ribbon around one's neck and added sunglasses. The next morning, Mr. Delaney came out with his coffee, stared at his garden for a full minute, and shouted, "Edna!" She waved sweetly from her balcony. "Good morning, sunshine." By that afternoon, Bernie received another note. "Brilliantly done. Final task. Do something you've never done before. Blank. Underscore. Blank." Chapter 4. The List. The club met immediately. "I once considered skydiving," said Gloria. "I once considered marriage," muttered Stanley. Bernie pulled out an old notebook. "I made a bucket list in 1999. Never did anything on it. First item. Ride a tandem bike." "We're not doing that," said Edna. "We'd tip over before we made it down the driveway." Second item, Bernie continued, was start a band. Silence. Then Gloria's eyes lit up. "I still have my ukulele." "I have an accordion," said Margot. "I have a triangle," offered Stanley. "Why do you have a triangle?" asked Edna. Stanley shrugged. "It came with a microwave I bought in 1983. By evening, they were in Gloria's living room, surrounded by sheet music, 2 cups of tea, and 3 cups of strong denial. They practiced "Can't Help Falling in Love" for 2 hours. The accordion wheezed. The ukulele plinked. The triangle tinged. On Friday afternoon, they performed in the dining hall. People clapped. Some laughed. One person cried, unclear if from emotion or sound quality. But when they finished, they got a standing ovation, helped slightly by the fact that most residents needed to stand up to adjust their seats anyway. That night, Bernie found the final letter. "Mission complete. Come to the garden tomorrow at 10 a.m. for your surprise. Blank. Underscore. Blank." Chapter 5. The Big Reveal. Saturday morning. The Silver Spoon Club gathered by the big oak tree. Curious and slightly suspicious. A crowd had formed, dozens of residents. All smiling. Gloria whispered, "What if the surprise is a new coffee machine?" Bernie whispered, "What if it's a hot air balloon?" Suddenly, the director of Willowbrook, Ms. Alvarez, stepped forward. "We've been watching you," she said. Bernie elbowed Edna. "Told you they had hidden cameras." Ms. Alvarez smiled. "You've brought joy, laughter, and a lot of flamingos to our community. So, we want to thank you." She unveiled a brand new bench by the garden, with a plaque that read, "The Silver Spoon Club, proof that life's best adventures begin after retirement." The 5 friends looked at each other, then at the plaque. Bernie wiped his eyes. "I told you flamingos make people happy. Blank. Underscore. Blank." Chapter 6. Tea and Triumph. That afternoon, they sat on their new bench, eating leftover banana bread and watching 2 squirrels fight over a Cheeto. Gloria raised her teacup to mystery letters and chaos. Stanley raised his triangle to unexpected friendships. Edna smiled to being just the right amount of ridiculous. Margot leaned back. "I haven't had this much fun since that cruise where Bernie lost his pants in the wind. It was a strong breeze." Bernie protested. They all laughed. And as the sun dipped low over Willowbrook, the Silver Spoon Club promised each other, every month, they'd take on a new mission. Not for prizes, not for letters, but for the simple joy of trying something new with old friends.